Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with Mixed Media Mayhem. And this week for our hop, we are scrap lifting this beautiful page by Paige Evans. And she's got stacked stars and it looks like lots and lots of splattering mixed in with very small embellishments, all on a blue background. Well, I'm going to start with a white background, and my star's not going to be nearly as big because the mixed media, this is all about mixed media and mayhem. And so I'm just going to have a nod to the star, and I'm going to have one larger, taller photograph, and I might do something like that and let the star anchor my title, and then the mixed media will be in the background. So basically, if I am going to put that stuff kind of right there, I want my mixed media background to go kind of all around back in there. So I'm going to do something a little bit different. I have never done the quote-unquote packaging technique with this gloss media spray. I'm going to create my blue background with this. I don't know if I want to use that marine. That's an awfully dark color. So let me see. I may have to use it if I can't open this. Okay, there we go. And what I'm going to do, I should spritz it, but I can't spritz unless I've opened it and I've let some air go in. And it doesn't spritz anyway, so I'm going to do some pouring. And I'm going to do a different pass, a second pass, with this ocean color. It's kind of wet, so I'm gonna let it be wet. I think it'll kind of spread around because the paper has a little bit of a coating on it. And what I'm trying to do here is make sure I don't have any square edges. And I'm sort of kind of blotting up from the paper and spreading it around, not creating any really heavy wet spots. So that's kind of all I'm going to do with that. I will splatter with it now so that, let's see, here's this brush. Let me see if I can do this. This gives really tiny, small splatters, which I'm going to do some larger ones with different colors. This is really just for the background right now. Okay, now I'm going to toss that. I should clean it up, but I'm going to toss it. Now I'm going to go with Ocean. And I'm not going to put as much on my mixing palette here. Whoops, I did put as much. It's very liquid. When you spray it on and when it dries, it seems like a fairly thick paint, actually. but okay. That really blends in nicely. I'm surprised. I thought I would get some kind of globs of one type of color. I got a lot on right there, and I'm gonna kind of, I think I'm lucky because I think that's gonna get covered by the star. So all of the congratulating I was doing when I saw this went out the window when I did that. So this has a, well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do now is spritz it with water. I'm going to toss that. I've always got some things around. And I'm not going to do any splatters in that darker blue because right now I want to do this lime green and a bright pink and then big globs of white. And this is going to go out. I'm trying here to really mix up that pigment. I'm trying to go all the way out to the edges of the white part. This does not make me happy at the moment. So we'll see what happens. I'm kind of mixing some of that green in there. Okay, now before I do the pink, I'm going to run the paper towel over it. Okay, that's not too bad. This makes it a happy page, and it's picked up a lot of the colors that are in the Paige Evans papers that I selected, although that wouldn't necessarily matter with the idea that I have in mind. Okay, and now I'm going to go with the white. And as I've mentioned before, this is a Delusions white ink spray bottle, and there probably was a little bit of it left in there, but for years I have been adding gesso and white paint to make a very an opaque white. And I'm going to do some globs of my own design here. Get all this spray. Then I'm going to kind of let this do its thing while we put together the cluster. What I don't have on here is any orange, and orange is going to play a fairly major role in the gloss spray, there isn't a pretty orange. There's a color called cheddar that's exactly as you would expect. It looks like cheddar cheese. But I have this squeezed orange in Dilutions spray. So I'm thinking I need a little more orange to pick up on some of the colors. I'm using a little row of Easter eggs. The little boys are on an Easter egg hunt. And now, let me roll over that again. Okay, I think that's our background. That's gonna be it. And I like the sheen where I used the gloss spray. As one might expect, it has kind of a glossy sheen, even when you spread it around like that. And it's a little bit water reactive because you can see some variation when I sprayed it. So I'm happy with that. Okay, so for the stars, I'm going to put some foam behind them. I'm gonna pop up that one and pop up this one on top of that one. And I'm really happy with the fact that the blue I achieved is kind of an accent. It's different from the blues that I have in the papers. It gives the background is I think going to set these things up to kind of stand out a bit. Okay, so when you do that, the layers of stars just seem to be more visible and enjoyable. Then I'm going to actually run this word family off of this blue star. So because of that, I know I need, I know I need, let's see, there's 1, 2, 3 layers of foam. So I'm going to put those layers all on this outside part that's going to rest on the background. I really like that in there, and that was something I didn't like very well. I don't like that, but I'm going to cover that up. I'm going to make sure we don't see that. That's the beauty of mixed media. Okay. So let's say I put that right there and that right there. I think that is going to work. And then this, I was going to maybe slide in that way. And I'm having trouble picking that up. And I thought I'd try to work that in somewhere kind of like that. Okay, now I'm not going to put that on foam because I want this to be able to overlap it. So since I'm not doing that, I'm going to go ahead and do liquid glue on this. Okay. And then, ooh, I shouldn't have done that. I will put this I don't like the angles that is. I don't like it that much of an angle. So I'm going to do this, there, and there. And now I can place that there. And this is showing. And I fussy cut a few butterflies. But first, let me get the Easter eggs on there so that I don't forget. I thought I'd put them through like that, so I'm going to need a couple small bits of foam behind the ones that are sticking out. This acetate string of Easter eggs, it has been around in my stash for years. I have no idea where it came from. I think it may be a Little Yellow Bicycle collection. The colors kind of remind me of a Little Yellow Bicycle collection that I once had. And this must have been, there must have been a set of acetate embellishments that came with it, but I don't remember where or when. So I'm going to just kind of do that way, and I'll add in couple butterflies. I have some word strips too. That butterfly works there. And I'm going to do two more. I got all the papers from the Garden Shop 6x6 pad, and that's where I got these butterflies too. And my fingers are stickier than the the dot is, so I'm going to turn that one that way, and then I'll use this one over on the other side. And I'll somewhat overlap that. I have this. Let's see, do I want to do it this way, or do I want to do it that way? I think I'm going to do it that way. And now I'm just going to go add in little tiny embellishments. I'm going to clean off this sheet of hearts and stars and starbursts and all kinds of things. The stars kind of go nicely with that star. I guess you don't have to watch me do the entire cleaning process, but you get the idea. So I think that's it. It's kind of a short and sweet today, not, it has a little bit more mixed media than in the original. The original wasn't intended to be a mixed media page. It just had some mixed media as accents. And I kind of switched it around so that the mixed media is the star. And I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you'll check out all of the folks who are joining the Hop with us this month. Each month, through our Facebook group, the Mixed Media Mayhem Facebook group, it's called Mixed Media Mayhem Scrapbooking. That's how you know it's not the private group for the team. And through that group, we take we sponsor weekly mixed media pages by the team, and also a once a month hop. And anybody who's joined the group can join the hop. And we'd love to see you and see you try your hand. I know a lot of you are hesitant about mixed media, but as you can see here, it's not terribly complicated, and it's also easy to cover up mistakes. It's forgiving, we say, I guess. So I'm gonna finish this with a few more white splatters. I'd like the white splatters to stand out a little more on the blue, and so I'm gonna let them dry naturally. I'm gonna do the same thing up here. And over here, I'm trying to be careful not to get it on the photo. I don't know why I said that, because then, of course, I just got two splatters on the photo. So I'm gonna stop while I'm ahead, if you consider that ahead. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next month for the hop, and next week for another Friday video. Thanks for watching. Bye.